So when we first moved here, it began to dawn on me how marginalized our people were and how the rest of the country had no clue of the situation here or even of the people here. As I saw the historical trauma, oppression, and the fruits of that oppression upon our people, I could feel myself becoming angry. I could feel myself becoming upset. I was trying to process these feelings, trying to talk with some of my non-native friends about it. The more I talked with them, I could sense I was just getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier. And soon I either had to stop talking or start yelling. And so I would drop out of conversations and I didn't know how to go any further. So then I would try to temper myself and remove myself emotionally, disconnect from the situation in hopes that I could stay in the conversation longer, and I was able to. But then the longer I was in the conversation, the higher the defenses of my friends went. That wasn't my family that did those things. We didn't steal your land. You know, don't be angry at us. And soon they would become so defensive that they would drop out of the conversation. And so I was trying to find a way to communicate how it felt. And I was writing a letter one day, and I was trying to get some friends to understand what it felt like to be Native. And in my letter, I said, being Native American and living in the United States on a reservation, it feels like our people are this old grandmother who has a very large and a very beautiful house. And years ago, some people came into our house and they locked us upstairs in the bedroom. Today, our house is full of people. They're sitting on our furniture, they're eating our food, they're having a party inside our house. They've since come upstairs and they've unlocked the door to the bedroom, but it's much later and we're tired, we're old, we're weak, and we're sick. So we can't or we don't come out. But the thing that hurts us the most, the thing that causes us the most pain, is that virtually nobody from this party ever comes upstairs, seeks out the grandmother in the bedroom, sits down next to her on the bed, takes her hand, and simply says, thank you. Thank you for letting us be in your house. Now I wrote that and I immediately knew I had something. I immediately knew I was onto something. I would start sharing that with people, and other natives would come up and say, you know, I've lived on the reservation all my life. I've never been able to articulate how it feels, and you just hit the nail on the head. I would have non-natives come up to me and they would say things like, what does it mean to say thank you? How does my family, how does my community, how does my state, how does my country say thank you? Now we're having a very different dialogue. Now, instead of pointing fingers, talking about reparations and looking at legal liability, now we're talking about this reversal of roles. Now we're talking about relationship. Now we're understanding one another as human. And the conversation is actually much deeper now because of this. There's much less defensiveness. There's an invitation to talk and dialogue about it.